Roach, though, with the uppercut and the right hand, trying to score on Davis, but Davis defending and
it's okay. It's okay. Real men stuff right there. Real men stuff.
Because you don't know how this came together. You said you dropped a whisper on me.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year.
Yeah.
His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Yeah. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a well-known figure in the boxing world, has long been linked to his trainer and mentor, Calvin Ford. However, recent events have put a strain on their relationship, highlighted by a tense moment during an Instagram live session. During the broadcast, Davis reportedly shouted some harsh and offensive comments toward Ford, leaving many fans and observers shocked by the exchange.
it's tongue out. Under a minute left here in the 5th. Well, Davis.
At DC, they call me Mo. I'm just a young nigga, be out here on the Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? Y'all don't know. Calvin is Pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that nigga tatted on me. This shit for life. Loyalty over everything.
Born on November 7th, 1994, in Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Davis faced many struggles in his early life. Growing up in a city affected by crime and poverty, Davis found refuge in boxing at a young age. His introduction to the sport came at the OUTTA Boxing Center, where he first met Calvin Ford. Ford, a former drug dealer who turned his life around after serving time in federal prison, had become a source of hope for many young people in Baltimore. His own transformation from the streets to the boxing gym was so inspiring that it even influenced the character Dennis "Cuddy" Wise in HBO's hit series The Wire. Under Ford's guidance, Davis quickly developed his boxing skills, rising through the amateur ranks. His talent and hard work were clear, leading him to more than 200 amateur victories, including a National Golden Gloves title in 2020.
He stuck that one punch so well, he got hit in the back as he was bending over. And he's talking.
12. Ford's impact went beyond just teaching Davis how to fight. He offered him discipline, direction, and a purpose, helping him avoid the traps that many of their peers fell into. Davis's professional debut in 2013 marked the start of an impressive rise in the boxing world. With Ford by his side, Davis won the IBF Super Featherweight title in 2017 after defeating Jose Pedraza at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. This victory not only proved Davis's skill, but also solidified the strong bond between him and Ford, making their partnership one of the most respected in boxing. Davis has often called Ford a father figure, saying, "Calvin's always been like a father figure to me because he's always been around since I was young."
To Roach. I wonder what I did to you.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear screaming voice in my head. Coach Cal.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us, is still with us. We came up as like kids. We were, Coach Kenny been around.
In recent months, tensions between Davis and Ford have become more noticeable. About 3 months ago, rumors began to swirl about a possible split between the two. In an interview, Ford opened up about the situation, saying that many people don't fully understand the struggles, beliefs, and emotions he's been dealing with, but he knows what they mean to him. On the other hand, Davis shared his own perspective on the split, focusing on his desire for personal growth and a new direction in his career. He mentioned, "The fewer people you surround yourself with, the fewer problems you have to face."
Tank don't fuck with Coach Cal.
Talk about the chick.
When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like you always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, fuck out of here, nigga. Whoop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this shit that he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it, type shit. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't fuck with each other? Like, what? And he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type shit. Like, you see?
Last year, Ford was arrested in Nevada on charges related to the misuse and possession of a deadly weapon. Reports state that Ford was taken into custody by Baltimore police as he was leaving the Upton Boxing Center in Baltimore, Maryland, and was awaiting extradition to Nevada to face the charges. After Ford's arrest, Gervonta Davis announced that he would be parting ways professionally with his trainer. Davis expressed his respect for Ford, but made it clear that he needed to focus on his career and personal growth. He said, "I've always respected Calvin and what he's done for my career, but at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me and my team."
Usually see Tank Davis begin to bring us
Being superstar boxer, who's widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water, according to these accusations, allegedly.
The split from Ford marks a major turning point in Davis's career. While it's too early to tell what the full impact will be, Davis has expressed confidence in his ability to keep succeeding in the ring. He is focused on his upcoming fights and is determined to maintain his position as one of the top fighters in boxing. The end of the professional relationship between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford marks the close of an important chapter for both of them. As Davis moves forward in his boxing career, Ford's guidance and influence will remain an important part of his journey. The boxing world will be watching closely to see how this change affects Davis's future performances and his career path.
pressure on Roach. He is, and there the left hand. Those are stepping on the foot of Roach.
I gotta ask you, I know a guy that you always say we gave him that star. I know you went to take it away. He got upset. His thoughts on Pitbull Riot. What's your thoughts on that one? It still can be made. I think it's still marketable. Because some people say that Pitbull won. They saying that it was a robbery.
No, the guy clearly beat Pitbull. Pitbull knows it. Man, it took a little bit of fire out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, Pitbull had a nice little run doing what he's doing, you know. So right now we just figuring out who's next.
Do it add to the fire that Tank might go up and get the 140 strap against Ryo?
Like I said, anything is possible.
After Ford's legal troubles, Davis made the tough decision to part ways with his longtime trainer. While Davis hasn't openly criticized Ford, his comments suggest he's taking a practical approach to the situation. In an interview, Davis shared that this is a difficult time for everyone involved, but he has to stay focused on his career. "I owe it to myself, my fans, and my family to stay on track," he said. The split has raised questions about the inner workings of Davis's team. Ford was more than just a trainer.
Those are stepping on the foot of Roach repeatedly as he throws to the body.
He was a key part of Davis's support system, and replacing someone so influential will be a big challenge, both professionally and personally. In 2017, Davis won his first world title, defeating Joseph Pedraza for the IBF super featherweight belt. Ford's game plan played a crucial role in that victory, showing Davis's ability to adapt and take control. Ford stood by Davis as he became a pay-per-view star, headlining major events that drew millions of viewers. Throughout Davis's career, which has included legal issues and public criticism, Ford remained a steady and supportive figure. Even though they're no longer working together, Davis has expressed deep respect and appreciation for Ford. "Calvin will always be a part of my journey," Davis said. "I wouldn't be where I am today without him, and I wish him the best going forward."
Green team, so gotta be careful.
Who do you want to see? You, as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Give me the names. I need names, Calvin. I need names.
You already know. We went down to, we working on the big four. It was Garcia. That's the first one. Roma, I hope we get him soon. Shakur, he's going to get it. He know he's going to get it. It's just Bob is in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? Bob know what he's doing over there. You can't tell Bob how to run his game because he's like a vet at this. He's been doing it for so many years. That's going to happen. All the fights that we'll want, they have no choice. They're going to take the fight when it's time to take the fight. It's just right now, who's going to take the fight? That's the question.
Ford's coaching approach was centered around the basics, discipline, and the ability to adapt. He believed in adjusting training to match Davis's unique style, focusing on things like footwork, combination punching, and defense. In a 2020 interview, Ford emphasized the importance of the jab, even mentioning that there are actually 3 different speeds to it, something many people might not realize. Despite their long history together, tensions started to rise recently. The boxing community was shocked when, during an Instagram live session, Davis and Ford had a heated argument. The situation quickly escalated, with Davis yelling at Ford before suddenly cutting off the stream. This public outburst left fans and analysts wondering what could have caused such a dramatic fallout.
Down after eating a big shot. Takes Tom Roach.
Was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that,
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. The rest is history.
Damn, I got goosebumps low-key. That's kind of crazy.
Davis and his longtime trainer have decided to part ways, ending a partnership that started when Davis was young. This split has stirred up discussions in the boxing community about how it might affect Davis's career and future training plans. In his most recent fight against Lamont Roach on March 1, 2025, Davis managed to keep his WBA lightweight title after a majority draw. The judges scored the bout 115-113 in favor of Davis, with 2 other judges calling it a 114-114 draw. A controversial moment came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee, but referee Steve Willis didn't count it as a knockdown. Some analysts believe that the change in Davis's training setup could have impacted his performance in this fight.
Maybe you're going to talk to us?
Specifically picked me because I'm going to be an easy cakewalk.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world knows that's not going to happen. I mean, like, that's not going to happen. Him personally, he know that. I think he chose me because I am going to be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
By evidence of what? Your record? Because you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get permission to be bumped up to that weight class of lightweight in order to fight, because you're in a what, range of 130?
Yeah, I'm the champion at 130.
You're the world champion at 130 and he's 135. Yeah, so aren't there other fighters he could have fought within an upper weight class like Canelo? I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't he fighting Canelo rather than Roach? What's up with that?
On March 1st, 2025, Davis fought Lamont Roach at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The match ended in a majority draw, allowing Davis to keep his WBA lightweight title. The judges scored the fight 115-113 in favor of Davis, with 2 other judges calling it a 114-114 draw. A key moment came in the 9th round when Davis surprisingly took a knee after a jab from Roach. Referee Steve Willis chose not to count it as a knockdown, a decision that sparked controversy and led to debates among fans and analysts.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
In his fight against Lamont Roach, Calvin Ford pointed out that Tank didn't take his performance to the next level like many had expected. One of the main problems was that Tank didn't take full advantage of the chances to dominate and instead allowed the fight to stay close. Ford noted that historically, Tank likes to dish out punishment in the ring rather than just focusing on securing knockouts. However, in this particular fight, he didn't take control as much as he could have.
Trash talking in the ring. Referee wanting to maintain law and order.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Real men stuff right there. Real men stuff.
Because you don't know how this shit came together. You said you dropped a whisper on me.
In this fight, Roach stepped up and showed off his skills, making the contest more challenging. Ford pointed out that both fighters were taking smart risks, but Tank didn't quite push the pace or dominate the way he had in past bouts. There were moments when he could have done more to set himself apart from Roach, but instead, the fight remained close. Ford seemed to suggest that sometimes a tough fight is exactly what a fighter needs to refocus and get back to the level they should be at. In the end, Ford gave credit to Roach for his preparation and resilience, noting that he took hits that would have hurt most fighters. However, the main takeaway was that Tank could have done more to secure a decisive victory instead of letting the fight stay as tight as it did.
It's a tactical fight. So
What didn't he do in this fight that that you felt he could have done and whatnot, and pretty much opened the fight up to being a draw?
Well, like I said again, they've been knowing each other since they were little. And Roach, he stepped up for the cause. He stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Again, Tank history, I always sit there and tell you, I don't like knockouts, like punishment. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes things got to happen to make you get back to where you belong at. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good, skillful ass fight. Skillful. Both of them would take certain chances, some of them take chances. You know what I'm saying? We seen, it was like we was on a boat, but it was just like this, The
fight itself was a close one, with Davis taking a knee in the 9th round due to an eye problem. Although the referee didn't rule it a knockdown, punch statistics showed that Roach landed more punches overall, while Davis was more accurate. In the end, the judges scored the fight as a majority draw, which allowed Davis to keep his WBA lightweight title. The exact reasons for Calvin Ford's absence from Davis's corner are still unclear, leading to speculation about possible changes in their professional relationship. Some fans believe that not having Ford's guidance may have contributed to Davis not performing at his best. As Davis's career moves forward, many will be watching closely to see how his training setup evolves and how it could affect his future fights. Calvin Ford has always had a deep understanding of Tank Davis's mindset, knowing exactly how to motivate him and bring out his best in the ring. This strong bond has been key to Davis's string of victories, with Ford playing a significant role in shaping Davis's success through their training sessions. However, in his recent fight against Lamont Roach, Davis appeared distracted and lacked the focus that usually defines his performances. Observers noted that without Ford by his side, Davis seemed less engaged, leading to a performance that didn't meet expectations. This difference highlights just how important their partnership is in keeping Davis at his competitive best.
Right so far. Oh, there's a combination for Roach. Davis.
He just did. He got off the canvas once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about do you got that will against will. I don't know. I know I can. I ain't even pushed no buttons this tank yet. I came from a different beast. I understand what we got to go against every time we get in there. That square box of lunch is serious. So when I talk to him, he know what I'm talking about. Let's see. April the 22nd. Tim Ron.
Before his fight against Lamont Roach Jr., Gervonta Tank Davis addressed rumors about a possible rift with his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. He reassured fans that their relationship was still strong. However, tensions seemed to rise during the fight when Davis was heard shouting at Ford, which raised questions about whether there were deeper issues between them. Public disagreements between fighters and their trainers often signal that there may be unresolved problems, and Davis's outburst suggests that, despite his reassurances, he may still have frustrations with Ford. This incident has sparked speculation about the stability of their partnership and whether any ongoing tension could impact Davis's future performance. The bond between a boxer and their trainer is crucial for success in the ring. Effective communication, trust, and a shared vision are essential to keeping a fighter at their best. Any strain in this relationship can affect decision-making, morale, and performance. Given how influential Ford has been in Davis's career, fans and analysts are closely watching how the situation develops. Whether Davis and Ford can overcome these tensions and rebuild their relationship could play a big role in Davis's future as a top fighter. Fans are eager to see if they can work things out or if Davis will decide to look for a new trainer.
Exactly.
I ain't even gonna ask you that question on camera. What? I'm talking about family at this point. Cause you pulled up with just somebody else. You didn't even pull up with your team you pulled up with. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. Cause
I just seen Calvin too. But that's another thing. Calvin is someone that he's like, when I ain't had no pops, Calvin was the person that you feel me stepped in them shoes. So no matter if he's not my coach, anything like that, he's always gonna be in my life.
And that's why I said I would have asked that question off camera because I already know.
Yeah,
sure. So I ain't, but you already cleared it.
Growing up in the tough neighborhoods of Baltimore, Gervonta Davis faced many challenges on his road to success. Calvin Ford played a key role in helping him stay focused, guiding him through life's obstacles and protecting him from potential setbacks. From making sure Davis stayed on track with his education to offering support during personal struggles, Ford was always there. Their relationship went far beyond boxing, with Ford becoming a father figure who gave valuable life advice both inside and outside the ring. Many people believed their bond was unbreakable. While Ford's legal issues appeared to be the immediate cause of their split, some insiders suggest that deeper professional disagreements might have also played a part. As Davis's career took off, the pressure to maintain his superstar status grew, which could have led to differences in opinions about training methods, fight strategies, and the overall direction of his career. In a live session on Instagram, Davis opened up about the split, saying, "I'll always respect Calvin for everything he's done for me, but sometimes you have to make tough choices to move forward. It's all love at the end of the day." Ford shared similar thoughts in an interview, calling the decision, "What's best for both of them at this stage in their lives?" News of their separation has sparked a lot of conversation among fans and analysts. Some believe it's a necessary step for Davis to continue growing as a fighter, while others are concerned that without Ford's guidance, Davis's performance might suffer. Critics have pointed out that Ford's legal issues could overshadow his positive impact on the sport. However, many in the boxing community continue to stand by Ford, highlighting the good he's done for many young athletes.
We talked about Roach's father saying, "Be mindful of your..."
My journey's crazy. That's why I said this, yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone, and all the stuff that I went through, preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, that Tank is over. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he had to do to take us the rest of the way. And this is his take us the rest of the way fight.
What do you think about the split between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford? Do you believe this decision will benefit or hurt Davis's career in the long run? Share your thoughts in the comments below.